Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tech Tinktronics channel, where we're going to tinker and learn. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to be installing and recovering data from an old hard drive. I have this old computer running, and I have these two hard drives. One of them I couldn't get to work, but the one that I did get to work was a 37 gigabyte IDE drive that I had to hook up to a special adapter to be able to read it. I didn't want to, include it as part of the system drives because it wouldn't work with autopsy like that. So we'll get into it and set up an autopsy case. All right, first you want to open up a new case, and you want to enter the case name. But this base directory is where your case information is going to get stored if you decide to say image the drive. This is the place where it would go, type thing. So I'm going to select my J drive. I'm calling this case name test 11, and I'm just going to leave it on the root directory of that drive because it's going to make the necessary folders and all that. The whole drive is dedicated for this purpose. I'm going to click next. I'm going to skip the optional information because it's not necessary. We'll click finish. Going to create a case database. Going to do all these little different things. And then we have to generate a host name based upon the data source name. I'm just going to leave it as generate new host name based upon data source name. That was the easiest one. And then we want to get the data source, and I'm going to select a local disk. So this allows us to select the drive that we connected externally for this purpose. So now we want to specify the disk. And the only disk that pops up is the one I have, a 37 gigabyte external IDE adapted disk that I want to perform analysis on. So basically, this is like one of the oldest disks in the house. It's been in other people's hands besides mine. So that's what makes this case an interesting case. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to make a VHD image of the drive, and we're going to update case to use the VHD file upon completion. And then in this screen, we're going to configure the ingest. We're going to remove the Android analyzer. I mean, since this was a Windows system, I think we could have removed anything related to the iOS analyzer, but I didn't think of that till now. So we'll go ahead and click next. And it's going to scan, process data, adding it to the local database. And then it's going to do the file analysis. This process takes a long time. Even for that little itty bitty drive, it took a long time. So I'm going to click finish. And while there's little things happening in the background, as you can see, it's like populating the host and all that stuff. And all your information is going to show up in this window, basically, in various formats. You can pick apart the disk in ways that are just amazing. And this is my first time doing this. As you see, I got the system running down there with the externally connected disk, and you can see it's reading off of that disk, and it's analyzing the disk and then doing the ingest. This process is going to take a while. I ended up, going to sleep while it, was doing it. But once this process is complete, It's amazing. So we're just waiting for the ingest to continue to complete. We let Autopsy analyze the disk overnight. It took approximately 15 hours on a 37 gigabyte disk, and this is what we found. This is what we found on the disk. You can find remnants of programs that were previously installed. Like this. I'll just adjust the image so we can see a little bit better. Like all these little BMP files, like I recognize some of them and I recognize some of them I don't. But this is crazy how like you're able to do this. This disk has been deleted like numerous times and reused and repurposed for numerous formats. And just to be able to go through it and examine this data and actually, recover data from it is a new step in the right direction or a new step forward for the channel. Which means that if I accidentally delete a disk, which I did delete this disk beforehand, it had a Windows installation installed, which I cloned to a SSD later on, but that's not related to this video here. But these are, basically some of the images that I was able to find. And some of the stuff I never seen before. And that's what just blows my mind. Like, and this is generations of data from way back before I even got my hands on this drive. So this program, Autopsy, is very powerful. It's amazing what you could do with it. And they told me in the day that your data could be on the drive, but after deletion, but no, no, it's actually, on the drive almost after deletion on a permanent basis, because it's hard to scrub a drive unless you have the boot and nuke. And I'm actually curious to see what the boot and nuke does in terms of how we will recover data from a boot and nuke drive. Derek's boot and nuke, I have that on a USB stick somewhere. And I wonder if that's a safe way of deleting data. So, I just spent some time going through the images and I was just quite amazed at what I found. A lot of it, like I said, I didn't recognize. And then a lot of it's remnants from programs that I probably have installed in here. And then, wow, And then, like, I don't remember downloading this. Like I said, this was in hands before me, so I don't know who had and did what. But you do see an image of me in there. And we'll click on that image real quick. This is from years ago. So it's a fragment of data from various sources, from what I understand. And how you would piece it together is kind of tough, but wow. And this is after deleting the disk and plugging it up to Windows and seeing that there was nothing on the disk, which is completely amazing. So, there's just like thousands of images on this disk. Pretty powerful. Well, hey, be sure to subscribe and please like and, share the video, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.